Finn, look. I can't bear to rewatch any of it. No, I'm serious. I think it's important. What the heck? How did they get this footage? Oh, the door suddenly shot open. Does that mean we're done? He just got a free therapy session. Is it? Is it okay if sure. I'd be glad to help. I thought that might be what you were gonna ask. But it's really nothing dangerous, right? No, not in a way you think. Not for you. Anyways, if we don't get to the bank, we'll be in trouble. Right, let's go. Whoa, this place looks totally different. I can just barely tell this is a bank underneath all this golden sheen. What in the world is that picture on the wall? These portraits of Finn, suits of armor, and is that a throne? I hate to say, but this doesn't suit Finn at all. He's trembling. It's making me worried too. What happened last time he was here? God, I've got to make conversation, otherwise my heart will jump out right on my chest. So, why'd you choose me? Why now? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. It's not nothing. I asked you to choose me earlier today, but you went with Tegan instead. I'm just curious as to why that is. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, of course, but I'd appreciate it. This morning, I don't know. I felt like I couldn't face you. Not after what happened yesterday. I felt like I didn't deserve to look you in the eye. Besides, everything was happening so fast and I didn't want to endanger you by bringing you here. Not because of my own feelings. I didn't know if the two of us would have to fight. So, fear your willingness to choose Tegan is very interesting, or even be pitted up against each other. So you went with Tegan for the same reason you chose her during the 4th activity? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about too. Because she doesn't pose a threat. Well, luckily this is a punishment only for me, as it should be. Actually, I think the Golden Foundation intends for you to benefit from this in some way. I still don't understand what exactly is about to happen. Just don't worry, it'll start soon. I trust you, Maggie. I don't know why, but earlier today you proved that you're still on my side. And I'll always be on your side too. So just don't worry. Yeah, okay. Finn, I get that you're really uncomfortable with the situation, but your lack of communication is only stressing me out more. What the heck is gonna happen? Here it comes again. It's gonna happen again. Suddenly the giant portrait above the throne began to twist in shape until it displayed a new image. A fancy, modern looking room with 2 children playing in it. As Finn ashamedly buries his head in his hands, the portrait almost seems to speak as audio pours out from speakers around the bank. What? Oh, what is going on? Why do they have this? Now get the 2x4 block. Okay, this one? Can't you count? It's 2x5. It'll take you all night to build it at this rate. This one? There you go, see? You're becoming a master builder already. One day, you might even be able to build something as awesome as I can. I hope so. Well, with me guiding you, you'll get there before you know it. But by then, I'll still be 4 steps ahead of you. Only 'cause you're older. I always get like this. Do you care about anything but work? Am I just another investment to you? Maybe you are, a poor one at best, but I suppose that's all you were before I gave you this life. Just go off on another one of your little business trips you love so much. I'll stay here, look after what's important. Is this what this is about? It's always the same with you. Well, guess what? They're fighting again. Why do they have this? What is going on? Don't worry, they'll get over it. We've got a castle to build, don't we? Yeah, what's next? The directions say... Oh no. Finn. Huh? Dad? Pack your bags. Get out of my house. You and that whore mother of yours. What? Stop it. Don't bring them into this. I'm the one who did it. Dad, what's wrong? What's going on? Your mother went too far this time. This child isn't mine. I have no connection to the little bastard. Oh, keeping something like this from me. You must have been laughing behind my back this whole time. I'll say it one last time. Take your little whoa and get out my house. Stop it. Do it. Leave. I've made myself clear. No, you can't. Leave him alone. That's my brother you're talking about. He said, don't you talk shit about my brother. You can't take him away from us. Us? Who do you think runs this family, boy? What have I taught you about obedience? Know your place. If you don't want to end up on the street like them, I suggest you do as I say. All of you. I'm going back to my study. Don't expect another penny from me. Oh. Mom, what happened? I'm sorry, boys. Mama said something she shouldn't have. I'll go talk to your father. Just sit tight, okay? What? What was that? Is it over? I wish it was. This is only the beginning. That was your past, wasn't it? You and Will when you were kids? This is what I get for betraying you all. The Golden Nation wants to show you my darkest moments. That's true. At least I trust you not to judge me too harshly. What do you mean? So your mother, she told William's dad that she cheated on him. She was trying to get one over on him in an argument. But I think that was just her excuse to free herself from the secret, the guilt. In the end, she was allowed to stay. Edgar, William's father, doesn't really believe in divorce. Thought it would be bad for his image. Besides, he needed her to be a parent to William. Oh my gosh. He already had his hands... He already has hands full running Lanxey Industries and had no intention of being present for him. But me, I was shipped off to live with my own dad, a guy I'd never even met. For that day, I had already felt at home right where I was. That must have been hard. Even though you were raised as a son, you were thrown away. Yeah, until a few years later, when you found a new use for me. Wow. And now our next candidate. The CEO of Lanxey Industries and a man with a rich history of innovation who is now taking a bold stride into the world of politics. Mr. Edgar Lanxey. Thank you. How are we doing, New York City? This is what I love about the city, the people. Over the years working with my fellow constituents through Lanxey Industries, I felt like I've been treated like family. Now, I'm ready to give back and serve my community as they have served me like family. You see, there's something more important to me than a good old-fashioned American family. And as I look out to the crowd and see my lovely wife and two beautiful boys cheer me on, wow. I'm reminded of why it is I've been able to achieve all that I have. So now that you know where I'm coming from, let's get into policy, shall we? Mr. Lanxey, strong showing out there today. This is the family I've heard so much about, I take it. Of course, my wife, Allison, and my two sons, William and Finn. It's so nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, sir. An elbow crashes into Finn's ribs. Nice to meet you. Oh, what a little gentleman. It must be exciting seeing your old man giving it all his all running for mayor. Of course, my father's already conquered the finance world. Politics are nothing to him. Really now. You best not let the Gold Foundation hear you say that. Although I will say your father has been giving them a run for their money around these parts. He means well. Just a bit excited is all. The Gold Foundation and I are already deep into working out an agreement. I see. And how about you, young man? You've been awfully quiet. What do you think about your father's campaign? What kind of question is that to a child? I just... What do you expect him to say? Oh, me? It's good. Really good. Huh. But you know a little birdie told me something about you. I hear you spent a lot of time out of town until recently. No. Private schooling. We take education very seriously, and Finn's brighter than most. He's been very busy attending one of the most prestigious elementary schools in the country. He's a genius, that one. A prodigy, and William's shaping up to be a charismatic leader, taken after yours truly. As a father, I couldn't be prouder of the two of them. Well, that sounds fantastic. Sorry to cut things short, but I've got questions I've been dying to ask the other candidates as well. Thank you for your time. Of course, anytime, and good luck with the rest of the event. Nice going. You almost blew it, idiot. William, your brother is trying his best. That's right, Allison. If it's his best, it's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. If I hadn't stepped in, he'd have made a bad impression. Sorry. Don't be sorry. Be better. The public already knows of your existence, so we don't have the luxury of hiding you away. If you were anything like William, he wouldn't be... Oh my gosh. We wouldn't be having this issue. It's obvious you've got none of my blood in you. At the very least, remember your script. Get your story straight before you expose everything. Speaking of script, how come he gets to be the prodigy? I mean, the leader stuff isn't wrong, but we all know I'm the genius here, right? Look, Finn, you're only making things harder by being so worthless. William. It's precisely because he's worthless that I've had to invent a story for him. If you keep complaining, you're no better than he is. Fine. Pictures. Auntie family, are you ready? Oh, of course. This is making my head hurt. This is horrible. How cruel. I didn't know. When his father ran for the mayor of New York City, he won too. No thanks to me. It was never as effortless for me as it was William, and they resented me for it. He already resented you because, you know, you're not his kid. So anything else was just a reason for him to bash you. I wish so hard that I could be like William. I still do. He's just so naturally good at everything. I know it's stupid, but I thought that if I could be like him, maybe he and his father would treat me differently. Finn. I know you're a bit older here, but what happened to the William from before? He used to be so kind. Are you really not still a brother to him? It was a time. When the truth first came out, I don't think he was old enough to fully understand what it meant. But William had always been fascinated with his father. Or I think maybe it was his father that molded him into being entranced with what he stood for. I think the only reason Edgar had William was so that he could take over his company one day. Either way, William became obsessed with what his idea of success was, measured only by his father's ideals. So when I came along and shattered that perfect utopia they both held in their minds, they hated me for it. Things could never go back to the way they were. Everything changed. I see. After years and years of idolizing his father's worldview and hoping for his approval, William was turned against you. Of course he was. He had every right to. I was the symbol of everything that had broken his perfect family. Ben, that's not true. It's not your fault. You can't blame yourself for the way he treated you. After the lecture, my mom somehow convinced Edgar to let me stick around. I don't really know how I feel about it. I wanted nothing more than to run away and go back to live with my dad, but that didn't matter to her. What she did was selfish. She felt like a fraud of a mother for the time I spent away and wanted me to stay with her and her family. She didn't care how I felt. I wonder if she thought that maybe she'd be able to pick up the pieces and return things to the way they were. For the next 4 years, I lived with the Lanksey family, that broken household. I was well taken care of, ate good food, lived in a big house, but I was treated like dirt. I was like a punching bag for William to vent all the frustrations that he so rightfully had about his life. I'm glad that you know that this issue was not cool. It seems like the way you're wording it, it's like you know it's not great, but the problem is that you think you deserve it. I learned about all the little ways in which I was inferior to him, all the reasons I never be able to measure up to him. And yet, it wasn't all bad. There were times where the two of us could just forget ourselves for a moment. For those few scarce yet precious times, things felt like how they used to be, how they should be. But those moments passed before long, and the status quo had to be upheld. Before long, the next election cycle was upon us, and I didn't know how much worse things could get. What happened? Things were going great. Edgar was an incubant, and well liked. As well liked as a politician can be. His popularity was at an all-time high. People knew he'd win by a landslide, the opposing candidates especially. That's why they knew they had to do something drastic. Destroy the image he tried so hard to curate. And as always, it was my fault things ended up the way they did. Nice place you got here. I'll have to give your dad my thanks for the invite. The party's positively fantastic. Where's the man anyhow? Quite busy, I'll wager? There was a problem with catering. He'll deal with it quickly. My. A little foolish of them to inconvenience the most important man in the city, no? I know your type. If you're done playing lip service, you can get moving. Dang. The selection at the bar is of the highest quality. I suggest you direct yourself there. You wound me. I'm not some vagabond simply trying to get in your family's good graces. Oh no. You've got quite the bite to you, kid. You'll go far, that's to be sure. And how about you? You understand a straight shooter when you see one, eh? Oh, he agrees with me. Save your prattling for the adults. Leave us out of it. Come on now, let the young man speak for himself. So young, and yet so jaded by the whole political landscape. It's a shame what happened to your brother, my boy. But you, I see something in you. You'll be honest with me, won't you? What? Okay. You know, I have a son about your age. He'd be here, but been in practice. You know how it is. I wonder if you'd know him. You see, I shipped him off to the academy just like your father did you. That school. Well, this is embarrassing. It seems to have slipped my mind. Jog an old soul's memory, won't you? Where'd you attend, if you don't mind me asking? Just say we didn't attend the same school. I'm not supposed to talk about it. Confidentiality, eh? You've got good instincts, but this is different. No cameras, no nothing. We're behind closed doors. Just think of it as me. Just think of me as a friend. What's the harm? Come on, kid. Now, where'd you go to school? Oh my gosh, wow. Northside Elementary? Oh. Northside, you say? But that's not a prestigious academy. That's a public school. The man produces a notepad and begins writing furiously. Hey. Haha. Thanks for the tip, kid. You know what? I think I'll swing by the bar after all. Idiot. That wasn't just another ass kisser. He's gotta be working for someone. Damn. How'd he get in here? Oh god, I should've. No, this is your fault. You know you weren't supposed to say that. I know, but you ruined everything. All you do is ruin things. And now I had to be the one to fix it. I don't understand why these kids are out in the open for some random adult to come talk to them without any adult supervision anyway. We'll pretend this never happened. But if this ends up costing Dad the election, just know it's on you. Oh no. That man worked for the candidate running against Edgar Lanksey, and I gave him exactly what he wanted. Looking to the elementary school's roster led to them finding out I was Finn Rhodes, not Finn Lanksey. Then they connected me to my real father, Jeremy Rhodes. Oh my gosh, naturally they did a full background check on my dad and came across court documents between him and Allison Vance. Vance was my mom's maiden name. It wasn't difficult for them to conclude that Allison Vance and Allison Lanksey were the same person. The court documents were about their custody of me after all. That's all it took for them to piece it together, to craft their smear campaign that showed the world how broken the Lanksey family really was. I don't understand why this cost him the election. He got cheated on. How does that cost him the election? That's all that says to me. But maybe I guess it's because he was trying to promote the image of this perfect family that cost him the election. For someone like Edgar, he has staked his whole public image on his family values to be caught up in this type of scandal. It was devastating. It's devastating that I don't understand how this is devastating. His wife cheated on him, right? And from public's point of view, he was gracious enough to forgive his wife and take this child in as his own. How does that look bad for him? But I don't know. And it was only as bad as it was because he had tried to hide everything from the public. I mean, why wouldn't he? Nobody would want to have this information out. Okay. I mean, yeah, I exclude that as the issue that he tried to make seem like their family was so perfect. And then it came out that it wasn't. But I don't know, man. If he had been more forthcoming about my circumstances from the beginning, he wouldn't have lost so much trust when it came to light. But his pride hadn't allowed for that. And it was his pride that was hurt the most when the votes finally came in. Be gone. I don't care to see you anymore. You don't serve any purpose to me anymore. You're just another thorn in my side. All of you, all three of you, wow, are nothing but parasites. If you weren't holding me back, nothing could stop me. Even a golden foundation would be an insect to be crushed beneath my feet. Well, I guess that's what you get for trying to use them to boost your campaign. He didn't realize just how much to blame I was for what happened. He never knew I was the reason his enemies got their lead. But William knew. The look William gave me, I'll never forget it. That reminder of what I had done to his family. Even now I can remember it vividly. It's true. Finn's still speaking with his head hung low. But it's clear he's envisioning the same thing I'm seeing portrayed on the portrait before me. The next morning, I was to catch the earliest flight possible. Of course, Edgar didn't come. My mother was in tears. This was the second time she had to give up her son, and she didn't know how long it would be before she'd see me again. But William, I don't know how he was feeling. He always looked so angry. But he came, didn't he? What? He could have stayed home, just like his father. If he truly hated you and never wanted to see you again, he wouldn't have woken up so early to see you off. Her mom didn't force him to go, did she? No, she didn't. Well, why do you think that was? Why do you think he was there? I don't know. Maybe there's something more to it than what you're considering. It was never personal. He hated what you stood for, what it was you represented, and what your very existence had stolen away from him. But maybe, just maybe there's a part of him that still considered you family. He clearly does, since he claimed him in front of everybody. Finn, look. I can't bear to rewatch any of it. No, I'm serious. I think it's important. What the heck? How did they get this footage? Or these depictions? Is that? It's here. Deep down, there was a part of him that cared for you. He looks confused. I don't think even he could comprehend why he was crying. To him, there was no reason to. But still, his eyes couldn't lie any longer. William. The portrait. It went back to the way it was. Does that mean it's over? That was a lot. I think I understand why it is you turned out the way you did. As William's ego grew and grew, yours only became more and more repressed. He hated you for reasons outside your control, and yet you were forced to carry all that blame. And through it all, I've seen just how much of an empathetic person you are. Despite how he treated you, you believed he was perfectly justified in it because you understood exactly why he acted the way he did. Do you think it's true? Did William truly see me as family? I was talking with Blake earlier about why William chose to kill. Now we'll never know for sure, but we can guess at what might have been going through his head. And I think that maybe one reason he did what he did was because of you. Because he wanted to protect you. Forget everything he said during that trial. Do you think he would have killed if he didn't know he could save you along himself? Then it's my fault. Sawyer would they both be alive if... That's not the point. It was William's choice, not yours. No one here knew what we'd be getting into. You can't keep blaming yourself simply for existing. Still, I can't help but keep thinking that William was right. Yesterday, it should have been me who died, not him. I can't help but feel that I made the wrong choice. I was like family to him, and yet I... Are you still so blinded by loyalty to him that you're still questioning that decision? What? But I thought that you understood that William wasn't a bad person. Of course he isn't. Not inherently. He has good and evil inside him, just like you and me and everyone else here. Don't confuse me pointing out the good as me forgiving him for what he's done. Just because there's a part of him that felt compassion for you doesn't mean you should ignore how terribly he treated you for your entire life. We just saw firsthand how his behavior warped the person you are. Don't let his few acts of kindness be your only takeaway from this. But I still stand by the fact that he's a victim in all of this, just like you are. Even in the past, he was forced into a role he took up to cope with the stress and expectations placed on him by his father. Eldest sibling syndrome, and you two were forced into shouldering the burden of everything wrong with his family because he didn't know how to properly grapple with himself. Maggie. I just don't know what to do anymore. I can see the duality of the situation. I can understand what led to what happened, but I still feel it. All this guilt for what happened. I feel like I'll never be able to atone for what I've done. That takes time to get over, trust me. You're like, years, really. It takes years to get over that. And this is what happens when you grow up. When you're constantly being guilt tripped or told everything's your fault, or like you wouldn't want to take responsibility for so many things. When you're a kid, it creates a guilt wound. And then you start blaming yourself for every single little thing that goes wrong around you. But you have to take the steps to try to correct that way of thinking, and remember that it was someone else that kept telling you that it's your fault. Like, these thoughts aren't your own. It's somebody is outside noise telling you that everything's your fault. And that's difficult because, like, from outside perspective, like for this situation, it's so easy to see this is not all Finn's fault, right? But when you're in a situation, you can't see that. Like, you gotta take a step back. Maybe you need outside help. You need somebody like Maggie to tell you what it is. Sometimes maybe you can't do it for yourself. Doing it for yourself comes with time, like I said. Though, like, after you get a couple years of like realizing I need to stop blaming myself for everything because it's not helpful, and I'm tired of being like this. Like, you gotta get tired of feeling like that. You gotta get tired of blaming yourself. You gotta get tired of being down in dumps and wallowing in self-pity. You have to get tired of it and want to move on. I think I like Finn the most because I do really relate to him. You told me that I can't keep punishing myself for what happened, but if that's the case, what can I do? You have to keep living and move on. Just do better. You just have to do better, man. That's all you can do. The thing is, guilt. And it's not to say I don't still feel guilt to this day, right? But the guilt I feel now is different. Like, instead of like this heaviness on me that I feel when I do something wrong, guilt is more of like a motivation to just do better. You know? It's more like, okay, I feel kind of bad for that. Let me do better. Instead of just punishing myself. It's different now. And it feels lighter and it feels healthier. We keep moving forward. We grieve. We laugh. We cry. We keep pressing on. The feelings you have matter, but they don't have to chain you down. They can give you strength. Isn't that kind of what I was just saying? You don't have to spend a minute longer living in anyone else's shadow or with any fear about what you should or shouldn't be. The only person who could chart the path forward is you. Maggie, you always know just what to say. How can I be more like you? If I was just like you, see, you can't do that either. No. Don't be like me. Can't you see where you're going wrong? You shouldn't redesign yourself to follow me, just like how you shouldn't follow William. Without even thinking about it, you're trying to leave all decisions up to someone else. You can't keep placing your life in other people's hands. At the trial, you took the first step. It was quite possibly the hardest thing you've ever done, but you made a decision by listening to your own heart. So no matter what happens, keep listening to your heart. That's all. Do that and I know you'll find your path forward. Oh, the door suddenly shot open. Does that mean we're done? Yeah, it does. He just got a free therapy session. The town hall meeting must be over by now, which means curfew isn't far behind. Maggie, thank you. In a way, I'm glad those things were shared with you. I don't know how, but you somehow turned what I thought was weakness into strength. I don't think what I did was all that special, but I'm glad we got to talk like this. It had been a while. Still, I'm not looking forward to the next time this happens. That's right. You still have 2 more people you have to invite. Do you have anyone else in mind? You wanna say Rain? That would be wild if you said Rain. I'm not saying that would be like his first choice, but I know it's really uncomfortable, but you don't really have a choice. Well, if I had to suggest anyone, I'd probably go with Alex. I think he really benefit from any insight they might have. Oh, that's right. They did suggest the weakness reality system get used on you. But still, I know it wasn't anything personal, and I'm sure they'd still be open to helping you. You could probably work things out with them quickly too. You really trust Alex, don't you? Of course. When I was at my lowest, they were there for me. And that's why they'll be there for you too. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'm really sorry again for inviting you and wasting your time. No! Finn, that wasn't a waste. I'm honored you picked me. In fact, if I were in your position, you'd be at the top of my list for who I'd choose. Yep. Now, let's get some sleep. Are you okay? Is somebody... What's wrong, Mason? Top of the list? Finn? Mason. What? Don't go crashing out because I like Finn better than you, man. Oh my gosh, I knew it. He's getting jealous. Then I say, oh my gosh, calm down, man. You know you just wanted the hoes. Please, calm yourself. You can't be crashing out. Don't try to, if you touch my man's fins, it's a wrap for you, Mason. I kind of had it out for you because I thought you killed Zoya, but I was wrong. What's your problem, Mason? What's his issue? Is he crazy like that? For real? What about me? Is that the end? Oh my gosh, that's the end. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, is his feelings hurt? Or is Mason just gonna be an issue? Yeah, because Mason like Maggie. He do. And he a little bit jealous with what me and Finn got going on. Oh my gosh. Man. Oh, this chapter, I'm glad nobody actually died. But so I would love to know your thoughts in the comments about what happened, about the characters, especially about Mason. Like, what you think Mason finna do? Is he like gonna crash out, like try to kill somebody, crash out, or is he just gonna crash out like, I don't know, just emotionally? But yeah, I hope this video was fun for you. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was good background noise. Whatever it was for you, I hope it was positive. And I'll see you next video. Bye.